Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum, bum, bum. It's time! What is up, NBA fans, San Antonio Spurs fans, Pistons fans, Rockets fans, Hornets fans, whoever may be stopping in tonight? Hoping to blow up my speakers already. It is time. Tonight, we find out, unfortunately, probably not for 40 minutes or so, we find out who gets the number one overall pick in the NBA draft. If you don't know who I'm going for, that should be obvious. I'm a San Antonio Spurs fan, rocking the old school, flying the old colors tonight. But man, it could go any way. We could see the Pelicans jump up to number one, which would be a nightmare for the NBA, I got to think, with their roster. The Rockets would be a nightmare for me. I mean, whoever gets it, so be it. As a Spurs fan, I don't want to see us drop any lower than two, and I got to think if you're a fan of any of these teams, all you down here want to move up, and y'all right here and here don't want to drop down. So right here, this is the projected draft order based on their records. When we find out the results, I'll be putting the teams up here. So if you see a team not go up that's supposed to be there, i.e. the Raptors are supposed to be 13th, and you don't see me put them there at 13, that means they jumped way up in the lottery. But man, I'm excited. I'm nervous. Y'all can hit the thumbs up, but appreciate it. It does help the channel. It's the only thing I'll ever ask for on this channel. You know, a like or comment, subscribe, that normal stuff. But that's it. And thank you all for being here. Spurs will get pick 6. Seriously, if we drop any further than 3, I'll probably throw a little bit of a hissy fit. Not going to lie, I will probably throw maybe some choice words. Going to try not to swear tonight, but if we came up 6th or 7th, yeah, this could get R-rated very quick. So my apologies ahead of time to any NBA fans, Spurs fans, fans of any of these teams hanging out tonight. If it gets R-rated in here, my apologies, but sometimes emotions get the best of you, and after the season we had, just the struggles, the losing streaks, to just fall way down here, I would absolutely lose it. Thank you, Mario Veronica. It is great to be back. James Harden, I do remember you. Good evening, Phil, Zach, to my wrench gang, to my non-wrench gang, to new people stopping in. This is primarily a San Antonio Spurs channel, but I also do some NBA videos and NBA shorts here and there. Unfortunately, because of time constraints, I wanted to stream the NBA playoffs, could not commit to doing it, so I unfortunately nixed that. But as a huge UFC fan, I've started adding some UFC content in, and when the NBA season's over, but when there's less to talk about with the draft, I will probably start doing a little bit more UFC content, definitely in the summer. But I appreciate y'all stopping in. Yeah, Zane, what happened? To do the NBA playoffs, you have to do it every single day. You have to be consistent, and you have to go early. And looking around at other channels that were streaming, and there's a lot of them, not only going 30 minutes early, but they're streaming every day. I just can't compete with that. I have too many activities, too many hobbies, too many friends. That's all good stuff, and it is what it is. If the Spurs make the playoffs next season, you damn well know I'm doing every one of those games, no doubt. I'm rocking the Kelvin tonight. Since we're the third worst team, I thought I'd wear number 3. That worked for us last time in 1997. Rocking the old school Duncan Robinson in the back. Not Duncan Robinson the player. Tim Duncan and David Robinson. Zane, one girl wasn't feeling it. She said she had dogs, and I started talking about it, and I asked, do you have more than 4? And she got really weird and wouldn't tell me how many dogs she had, which kind of made me think she had a kennel, so that was done. And the other girl, I kind of felt like after 2 dates, I'm like, I'm the only one making an effort to keep in touch. If I stop texting her, I bet I won't hear from her. So I stopped texting her. Never heard from her. So I was like, you know what? There's more fish out there in the sea. Lonnie, Big Spank, Rob, good evening to you. Here's what I'll say about Lonnie Walker. I am part of the Spurs Facebook page, and a lot of people after Lonnie's big game that helped them win, I don't remember which game it was, but he had a huge fourth quarter. Everybody's like, oh, see why we should have kept Lonnie. Of course, he put out a dud the next game. That's Lonnie Walker. Athletic. He's going to have those games once in a while that make you go, man, this guy is legit. He's ready to take the next step, and then he's going to disappear for a week. That's what the Lakers have right now. That's what we had. Wish him the best, but he's still consistently inconsistent. Finally getting some votes here for the Pistons and Rockets, I see. Man, the 76ers, the MVP, I think he was dealing with a knee injury, but Joel Embiid did not quite show up for them when they needed him the most. Jordan Sean, good evening. Thank you for stopping in. Exactly. Lonnie had the same stats with the Spurs, or at the Lakers this year, pretty much that he had with the Spurs, and ended up losing his spot too, didn't he, with the Lakers in the latter half of the season? Look, I like him. I'm not trying to throw shade on him. He's just so darn inconsistent until he can find some consistency in his game, a problem as San Antonio Spurs fans we saw a lot of our guys have this season. He's not going to be more than a role play, a spot starter, maybe a great, little spark plug off the bench. But as far as an all-star in the future, got to find some consistency, and only he is the one that can help him get there. You're at the Boston line. James Harden's career, he's a Hall of Famer, no doubt about it. Hasn't had much playoff success. I believe he's made the playoffs almost every year of his NBA career. Doesn't have a chip. He does play in the era where you can get, just lightly touch and go to the line all night long, which he thrived on, to his credit. Great scorer. Some fun moments watching him. My favorite moment of James Harden will be Manu Ginobili blocking him, but that's neither here nor there. So he'll be a Hall of Famer, but one of the best of all time, like top 10? No way. Got to win some rings. I'm going to start putting you up there. Good evening, Cowboy X Factor. If I'm missing anybody in the chat, my apologies. I can only see a part of the chat because of the poll. Can I squish this poll down? Can I minimize this? It's really covering up. Oh, there we go. I just minimized it. All right. Well, I just learned something new. We got a pretty good crowd tonight. One of our biggest crowds in a while. If you guys get the thumbs up, maybe we can get to 50 sooner than later, which is my favorite player, David Robinson's number. James Harden will never win a championship. Probably not. No, I think I saw James Harden wanted to go back to Houston. I can't see him going back to, I can't see him coming to San Antonio. Nuggets fan, good evening. Nuggets fan, I will be rooting for your team very much so in the Western Conference Finals. It's pretty much well known I can't stand the Lakers on this channel, so Denver Nuggets, please do us all a favor and knock the taste out of the mouth and their yellow off their teeth and get the long-distance Lakers out of here. Victor Wembanyama, I see some of you mentioned the injury. Ghost player, good evening. It's been a while. Listen, he was pretty healthy this season from what I heard. Didn't have to deal with a lot of injuries. The size scares me. I will, if the Spurs get number one, and that's what in my heart I'm rooting for. I want a high risk, high reward. He has a chance to be just a franchise generational talent with his size and ability. And we haven't had a player like that since, I guess you could say Kawhi. I'll give credit to Kawhi. We haven't had a franchise player since Kawhi. No disrespect to DeMar DeRozan or DeJounte Murray or any of our current guys, but they're not those guys. But if we get Victor, it's going to bring so many eyeballs to the San Antonio Spurs, something we haven't had in quite some time. Being selfish is going to boost viewership massively on my channel if we get Victor, because I'll be doing videos on him because he's a Spur, and they'll probably generate interest in the team that we haven't had in a long time. That being said, if we don't pick number one, I will be just as happy if we get the second pick and get Scoot Henderson. So I got to think that's the way the Spurs go. After that, my disappointment will, increase exponentially as we drop in the lottery if we were to drop. Yes, Sirski, good evening. Leo, if we pick second, then we might just be drafting a guard in Scoot Henderson. Want again say what's up to all the San Antonio Spurs fans in the chat. I'm sure there's going to be a lot here tonight, but you don't have to be a San Antonio Spurs fan to be welcome here. To any Pistons fans, Rockets fans, Hornets fans, Blazers fans, right down the line. If you're hanging out tonight, looking for a good community to hang out in, everybody's welcome here. And best of luck to all the teams tonight, but just a little bit more best of luck to these guys right here. Representing the Spurs, I forgot his name. Crap. Trey Jones is Sanchez. I like Trey, but I like him more as a backup than a starter. His lack of a three-point game, which I know Scoot doesn't have a three-point game, and Scoot's not much bigger than Trey, but he's much more explosive. But maybe if we draft Scoot Henderson, he's only a slight upgrade over Trey Jones next season. Who the heck knows? I'm wearing Kelman's jersey. That's right, Mr. Z. Yeah, Ricardo. From one Ricardo to another. My name's Rich, but if I was born in a Spanish-speaking country, I would be a Ricardo, right? Wouldn't I not? The injury concerns there, but we could draft any player from 1 to 7, and they could have an injury history we're not aware of. Wembanyama's got that injury label on him, but that doesn't mean he's going to be injured his whole career. And I've already did video on Vic. I think he's going to have an NBA career because of his size. I don't think he's going to be a player that plays 15 years, 20 years. But I think he could have a very solid 8 to 12. He can stay relatively healthy. And if, let's say you draft Victor Wembanyama first overall, plays 10 years for your team. Career's a little short because of injuries later in his career. Maybe like a Bill Walton, but hopefully not as injury prone as a Bill Walton, but has some injuries. And he only plays for 8 to 10 years. Well, if you win, we'll go 10 years. If you win a ring with him, or 2 rings, then is it not worth it? I would say so. Thank you, Veronica. I see you throwing down the spike of like there. Appreciate you. Spurs 3 or 2? Prefer 2. Scoot has a better basketball IQ than Trey. I don't know if about Scoot to confirm or deny that, but I'll take your word on that. The fact that the Spurs rehired Brent Brown and the coaching staff makes you angry because of what? I got you, Margarito. Drew Eubanks is in the chat, former San Antonio Spurs. Wesley, good evening. Holt Jr., that's right. I couldn't remember his name. Thank you, Rob. I was drawing a blank. I knew who it was. I don't know if the person in the chat that was trying to troll me, but somebody put up a comment. They're like, the Spurs are drafting 1 through 6, or do you not pay attention to this, that, and the other? And I was like, the Spurs are drafting 1 through 7. Wink. Could draft 1 through 7. So whoever tried to troll me, if you're going to troll me, make sure at least your troll's comment is factually correct, because it loses a lot of gravitage when it's an incorrect statement. Daryl, I've been a Spurs fan since 1990. I found out actually last year that I've been a Spurs fan longer than I've been a New York Giants fan. I thought it was the other way around. If you guys didn't see the video on this, I'll share this real quick. I became a New York Giants fan in the fall of 1990, and I always thought I became a Spurs fan the next year during the Admiral's second season in 1991, right? Somewhere in between, in the middle of his second season. So I had always said Spurs fan for 30 years. And then a fan, when I visited Texas, gave me a San Antonio Spurs book, and I was looking through it, and it was Memories of the Spurs. And one part of that book had the infamous Rod Strickland pass back in the playoffs when he tried to olay it behind the back over his head, whatever it was, threw it out of bounds, or maybe it was out of bounds or turnover, whatever it was. And that happened in like May 1990, just before I became a Giants fan. I remember watching that because I was a Spurs fan. So I was like, all right, I've been a Spurs fan longer, so I've been a Spurs fan. I think I started watching halfway through David Robinson's rookie season. So I saw almost all of David Robinson's career. I did get to see all of Timmy's career. Becky Hammond, she got suspended for 2 games. I don't know for what. No, I got no idea. What happened to Ben Simmons? He sucks. I mean, that's it. That is my original David Robinson jersey that I got in 1995. This hat I got around the same time, which is why you can see it's looking a little worse for wear. Also got this Spurs coat right around the same time, 1995. So all my Spurs merch that's over here, here, and right here, that merch is pushing 30 years old. Probably older than a lot of you in the chat. Bud Back for the Future? Not against it. She got suspended. Thank you, Daryl. I'm 45, James. 45. I have no shame in that. I was out playing basketball today, running around. I mean, for 45 years old, I feel pretty good. Good evening, Mars. I woke up like 2 hours ago. That's right, J Money. Hey, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in, J Money. Spurs for #1. I can only hope so. Think about that. What Zach just put in the chat. The Oklahoma City Thunder used to have James Harden, Kevin Durant, and Russell Westbrook. Made it to the finals once, I believe, with that group. Lost, was it 4-1 to the Miami Heat? A little rusty. I think it was the Heat that beat them. Smell your Spurs cap. You don't want this cap, man. This cap is yucky. Speaking of Becky, as a head coach, we are going to miss Pop when he retires. Some fans want him to go. I get it. He's had 4 losing seasons in a row. He is very old, so some people think that he doesn't have it anymore. He's gonna go when he's ready. And if the Spurs get Victor Wembanyama, you gotta think that he's gonna want to stick around for at least 2 more years. Tim Duncan is not walking through that door. TSR next video. Who is TSR? I look 35. Thank you. I feel 35. Joe's 58. He feels great. I did an origin of TSR, so we have plenty of time before the lotto results. But I wanted to go live with you guys tonight. It's been a while since I've gone live as far as a primarily Spurs stream. Although this is still, again, an NBA live stream for everybody. I haven't really talked to you guys about the Spurs much lately. So for just a real quick origin of TSR, I started on YouTube in December of 2006. I was a very early person on YouTube. The problem is I didn't know what I was doing. I had a small independent film channel, very small, that had 16 subscribers for about a decade. Nobody watched our movies. I sucked at tagging. I sucked at editing. Everything sucked. We had fun making them, a blast making them, but the finished product was severely lacking. I couldn't help but notice reaction videos were getting popular in 2016. So in 2016, I started doing some sports content, i.e. the UFC and WWE. I started WWE because Goldberg was back, so that kind of piqued my interest, and we started getting some views. Well, I also noticed music reactions were getting popular back then, so I started my channel, converted from an independent film channel to something called the Death Metal Reaction, where I was reacting to a lot of death metal videos while supplementing it with the UFC and WWE content, and got to about 1,300 subscribers. But the channel got so far away from what I originally envisioned to be, and there was a lot of content in there that was starting to go against my religious beliefs. I decided to call it a day in 2018. 2019, I started a channel called Stuck in the 80s, which was a complete failure. It was a lot of fun, but through that channel, I met quite a few sports channels, and it inspired me to start doing sports in April of 2019. And this channel was the first channel I ever monetized, first channel that has a legit subscriber base, and I hope it continues to grow. I've had a few rough spots over the 4 years that I've been on YouTube. Made some mistakes, did some political crap in 2020 because things were so politically charged in 2020. Politics will never be on the channel again. That's not happening. And I like where the channel's at. I want to see it grow. I'm enjoying doing Spurs content, a little bit of NBA content, and having a blast ending the UFC. And I think that's going to be the focus moving forward. And for a little channel, we did have one video get 1 million views. Unfortunately, it's a women's national team video, and I don't really cover them I don't cover them anymore. It is what it is. So hopefully, another video hit 1 million views one time sooner than later. I am nervous. TSR stands for the Sports Reaction. That's what this channel originally started as, the Sports Reaction. And I had burned myself out, not from only years on YouTube, but I was doing multiple videos a day on this channel, going live multiple times. I was just burned myself out in around 2021 and took a break, and even changed the name of this channel briefly to Deepfake Sports. If you guys remember that, then you've been here a while, and you've been through the struggle. After a couple months off, I decided, nope, got to come back. Came back to TSR Sports and did a soft channel reset where I just deleted all the content that was on the channel and just kind of started over minus the one video that has 1 million views, because I was like, that's a mini achievement for me. I'll keep that on here, but that's why you don't see a ton of views on the channel, like maybe 3 million. I deleted literally millions of views from the channel from 2019, 20, and a lot of 21. I'm happy I'm still here too, Mr. Z. Okay, so the ESPN broadcast starts, Brett, in 15 minutes. I went early just because I wanted to hang out with my subscribers. I honestly can't remember if you're a subscriber or not, my apologies. But I wanted to hang out with the crowd, talk the lottery, talk my team. The ESPN broadcast starts at 8, but we won't actually find out the results, which are going to be over here to my left, your right, probably until 8:15, maybe 8:20. Who knows? ESPN may drag it on to 8:25. But as we get closer and closer, it's going to get intense for a lot of fans, myself included, because this is huge. I mean, if Victor Wembanyama ends up being everything that he's touted to be, whoever gets that first overall pick is clearly picking him and may have a player that takes them to the next level. Time will tell. The attention is building, Sandro. You aren't kidding. Oh, thank you. No, it's not easy aggressive. It's not. Especially when the primary focus of your team is a team that hasn't been good since you started the channel. Look, I love my Spurs. We started this channel in 2019, and every season since I've started the channel, they've been a losing team. And the most popular players have left throughout those years, as DeMar DeRozan, DeJounte Murray, and others. So it's very tough when the thing you're most passionate about is, not only tough to watch at times, losing by 15, 20, or even 30 at halftime, but, the viewership starts to leave a bit too, because people don't want to talk about their team losing all the time. You guys wouldn't have wanted to come in every live stream when they lost, 16 in a row? That's not fun. I got my water. Mas agua for the lottery. Do I know who we drafted last year in the first round? Is that a trick question? We drafted 3 players. I mean, I'll answer it if you want me to. Jeremy Stein was first. I believe Malachi Branham was second, and then Blake Wesley was third. We drafted some knucklehead in the second round, but he was immediately traded for something. I don't remember what. But correct me if I'm wrong. We did draft 4 players last year, and the fourth guy, Viking Dios. The Giants have turned around. Zach, doing football content, I'm not a big fan of it. I just, somebody like the entertainer talking sports, he does a great job of breaking things down. That's just not my personality. I love the Giants. I love watching the games. But calling them and breaking down the team, it's not, I did enjoy doing NFL drafts for the Giants when they sucked because they had high picks. Now that they're drafting further back, which is a good thing, I have less interest in that. And it just, I also have a more personal connection with basketball. At some point, I'm going to do the video on how the San Antonio Spurs may have possibly saved my life. That's a true story. Also, I got a basketball hoop in my driveway. I play basketball multiple times a week, so I play the sport. I never played football outside of throwing a football around, so I have a more personal connection with basketball than football. Even though I love the Giants and Spurs equally, when it comes to covering one on YouTube, there's definitely not the same there. Philip, the ESPN broadcast starts at 8 o'clock, but as far as not finding the lottery results, I have a feeling we're going to be waiting quite a bit. I have been to a Giants game, Zach. I've been 3. But I plan on, hopefully, I might go to, my buddy's trying to get me to go see the Giants in Vegas. He's a big Raiders fan. So the Las Vegas Raiders versus the New York Giants. I'm still on the fence on that one since I just went to Vegas. But I've definitely become more active in seeing sports live. As many of you know, I went and saw the San Antonio Spurs not once, but twice in my first trip to Texas in December. Saw my UFC recently, UFC 285 in Vegas. Recently just went to another UFC 288 in New Jersey. UFC's coming to Boston in August, so I'm hitting a lot of UFCs up. I should probably start posting stuff up from there, but I don't really have a big UFC following yet, so I'm just slowly building stuff up with the shorts right now, but also we'll start doing more longer videos when I get some ideas. Sanchez, more of a family thing. Grew up in a New York household, but I grew up in a Yankees and Giants household. So when you're a young person, you're going to naturally generally gravitate to the team that not only is your family rooting for, but is on TV all the time. As far as the San Antonio Spurs, nobody had an NBA team when I was little. And I found David Robinson and found the Spurs. That's just history. I do not watch soccer, James Harden. I mean, the career I followed the most in soccer is Kristen Press. And I would say, for her career, never quite achieved what I felt she should have. Of course, her best start to any season, I believe, was 2020, and that got cut short, and then she was never the same. Tore ACL last year, and probably will never play another game with the national team again. They are doing great, Cowboy X Factor. I am 6'4", son of Scar. Yes, I am. Giants are getting trounced in week 1. Who are we playing week 1, Lomac? Oh, it's the Cowboys and Giants. Cowboys? You know, do you really trust your team at this point? Is this year the year? Are you guys saying that yet? This year is the year. Now that we got rid of Ezekiel Elliott, this is the year. Go Spurs, go to you, Edgar. Go Spurs, go to you. You guys haven't hit the thumbs up. I think we're getting close to 50. Oh, we crushed 50. You guys are awesome. Thank you all that hit the thumbs up. Hey, if we can hit 100 before... Ooh, we only got 6 minutes till 8 o'clock. There's enough people in here. If we can get 100 before 8 o'clock, Grogu will show you his butt. That's not a selling point, is it? I'll show you my butt. That's not a selling point either. If we hit 100 likes, I won't show you my butt. That's a better selling point, is it not? Hey, Roy, good evening to you, my friend. Edgar, earphone users beware. If they announce the Spurs draft somewhere in here, I'm going to lose it. 1 through 3, well, 1 I'm going to go nuts. If we're picking first, I'll probably lose it. So earphone users beware. 2 and 3, I'll be like, okay, I'll take it. It is what it is. But if they say the Spurs are drafting like 5th, which means some of these teams over here leapfrogged a lot of other teams, I might be very, very angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Yeah, that's true, Cowboy X Factor. I thought giving a bit. No, I can't give him away. I haven't watched Mandalorian season 3 yet, but man, how could I? I was thinking of like, what if I got so mad I accidentally ripped his head off, and I was like, I can't do that. I would feel terrible. Red, I remember when I had 200 subs. Since 2019, the worst team hasn't picked number one. That's actually good to know, Josh, because we're the third worst team. Third worst team. And the last time the San Antonio Spurs were the third worst team in the NBA, they just happened to draft this guy because they won the overall lottery. Zach, the Spurs can't draft 14th. That's physically impossible. Let me God Aldridge. His NBA career has died. I have no idea what's going on with him. With all due respect, don't care. You know, wish him the best of luck, but life goes on. Hey, Joe, you got that right. So, anyone agree that the NBA will rig the draft in favor of the Spurs? In favor? I think most people would say that the draft gets rigged not in favor of the Spurs. Although you guys have, this is a lot of San Antonio Spurs fans, so you guys clearly are voting for the Spurs to get the first overall pick. I certainly understand that. Good evening, Troy. From biking, awesome, Chris. I'm a biker myself, but I assume you mean cycling, not vroom vroom. I'm a cyclist myself. Primo's in Canada. Lottery picks are all of these. Zach, 1 through 14 is lottery. This is all the lottery. The top four teams, the Hornets, Spurs, Rockets, and Pistons, all have a 14% chance to get the number one overall pick, but this is all lottery. All these teams right here. Hello from France. Well, good evening. What time is it where you are? You guys are like 6 hours ahead. Wow. Wait a minute. Is it like 1 or 2 p.m., 2 a.m. in the morning where you are? Staying up late. Sandro Malakashov. Sandro. Mamu Kalashvili. I don't know why his name kicks my butt. Mamu. Yes, he was a waste. He was a bit of a reach. Aggressive good eating. Good eating. Good evening. The Primo pick is probably, this channel has been, we've had bad luck in the odd number years. Oh, great, it's 2023. In 2019, the San Antonio Spurs drafted Luka Samanic. Who? And then 2021, the Spurs drafted Joshua Primo. Who? So for the love of Spurs Nation, wherever we draft this year, we better not be saying who. Good grief. He had little flashes here and there, Felpunk. I don't know. I never had a lot of faith in him. The start of his rookie season, I was hyped up too, but as the season progressed, I was like, this guy can't shoot. And who knows? He was a teenager. Maybe it would have been something special. Maybe not. We'll never know. He's off the team. He's out of the NBA. It doesn't matter now. The only thing we do know for a fact is that we had a lottery pick that was essentially wasted. Granted, it was from extenuating circumstances we couldn't have predicted, but we still lost the lottery pick. Matter of fact, both picks from that draft are off the team. Primo and Joe Mama, Joey's camp. That's quite unprecedented when you have one draft 1 year, or you have a draft in 2021, both players play a full season, and both players are gone almost immediately after that first season. The Braves? The Atlanta Braves? No, Butthead. No, he's he's downstairs. No, we do not have 2 first rounds. If the Hornets didn't suck, like nobody's business this year, we could have gotten their first round pick, but they were terrible. So that's the Nuggets and Lakers start tonight. I had no idea. Honestly, I had no idea that series started tonight. Maybe I'll watch that a little bit. Maybe. I don't care. Go Nuggets. Ryan Garcia versus Tank Fight? Who? Dude, John Morant. I don't know what to say about that. Idiot. For those of you that are old enough to remember, this reminds me of Gilbert Arenas. Now, a different situation. Gilbert Arenas actually had a weapon found in his locker, I believe, at the Wizards arena. I think it was the Wizards. Was it the Bullets then? Wizards, right? I don't know what John's thinking. A great player, but this type of behavior is not going to make teams want to have you on their team, respectively. So I don't know what kind of punishment there is for showing something like that. I mean, it's legal to own one of those in the United States. If he has a permit, I guess the intent is the problem. I really don't know what to make of the situation. Sandro, it is about to start sooner than later. I'm going to pull the poll down so I can see. Well, actually, I'll leave the poll up. People might still want to vote for a little while, right? I'll leave the poll up for a bit. All right, so I got to get my lottery results up because hopefully soon we'll find out who's drafting what, where, when, why, and how, or something. Yeah. All right. It is almost 8. So yeah, ESPN is starting the broadcast, but again, my apologies. We're not finding out at 8 o'clock. There's no way in hey we're finding it out at 8 o'clock. They're going to have a lot of discussion about the lottery, and we'll probably find out, I got to think, somewhere around, heck, I don't know, 8:20? Dude, I'm nervous too. Good evening, Lucas. Fingers crossed big time. Authums, the broadcast has started. As far as finding out the lottery, I think maybe they'll show a couple picks and then go to commercial break. All-Star Thompson, Brandon Miller, Scoot Henderson, Amen Thompson in the house right now. I got to think Victor Wembanyama is in France. Actually, they're showing Paris, France right now, so there you go. Well, they're not going to show any balls being drawn. They've already done the lottery ball drawing. What they're going to do tonight on ESPN and what I'm going to announce and relay to you watching, my viewers, is the results. They're only sharing the results tonight. They're going to come out with envelopes. They're going to open the said envelope. Number 13, name a team. Number 12, name a team. But they are not. They're not doing any lottery. The lottery's already determined. We just are finding out the results tonight. Good luck to fans of any of the teams here that are in the lottery. Yeah, I'm selfish as a San Antonio Spurs fan. I hope my team picks first. But best of luck to all of you. Just hope my team has better luck for obvious reasons. Yes, we're almost at 100 likes, my friends. We're at 91. Thank you very much. You know what? We can get more people in here with more thumbs up. We appreciate you if you hit that thumbs up. If you're not sure what the thumbs up looks like, it looks like this. And if you ain't down with TSR Sports and the NBA Lottery, I got 2 words for you. Sucker! And he's announcing what? Okay, so reveal in 13 minutes. Oh my goodness. Ping pong balls are always suspicious. Oh. I gotta say, I'm getting nervous now. Just them announcing that 13 minutes they're going to start giving the results, and I don't think they're going to give all the results right away, or maybe they will. I honestly have no idea. This is intense, though. And if you're a Spurs fan, if you're a Pistons fan, a Rockets fan, a Hornets fan, any of these teams, all these teams have a legit shot at number 1. Some teams have a much better chance than others, granted. But this is as intense as it gets if you're an NBA fan. Yes, Greg Popovich and Ethan, they said they will get the reveals in 12 minutes and 50 seconds. As am I, Gabriel. Drumroll. Speak that prohibits players possessing a firearm, any kind of things. Oh, wow, Zach. I didn't know that was part of the NBA rules. Thank you. Stephanie Go Spurs, go to you. There's probably a lot of Spurs fans here. There could be some Utah Jazz fans in here. So Jazz fans, welcome. Pistons fans, Hornets fans, Rockets fans, Magic fans, Pacers fans, Wizards fans, whatever team you may be following. Nuggets fans, good luck to you tonight if you're in the chat. Spurs won, every other team I could care less. Well, yeah, TJ, but I still, out of respect to the other teams in the NBA, I still need to put them up. Plus, it's very important for me to put the lottery results up for other teams because that's going to let us know who's moved in the draft. Like number 14 should be the Pelicans. Well, if the Pelicans aren't announced right away, crap, that means the Pelicans moved up. And that is bad. Kai Soto fan? Hey, I'm still rooting for him. What I didn't know, and I found a while back, is he cannot enter the NBA draft this year because he... Oh, yeah, well, Kai Soto fans, thank you for being here. I'm sorry, Greg, I think you're doing. Kai Soto fans, thank you for being here. I'm still rooting for him to get in the NBA. He cannot enter the draft, though. He already entered and was not drafted, so he'll have to get in there another way. I still think the NBA G League might be his best chance. He's still young. Time will tell. Wish him the best. Arab weather! If LeBron wins the NBA championship this year, will he be the GOAT? Nope. Nope. I I can't. What if he makes it to the finals and they lose? Does that taint his legacy? Let's reverse it. If LeBron wins I'll ask you guys, my subscribers or my viewers, if LeBron James and the Lakers make it to the finals and win, does that cement LeBron James as the GOAT? He'll be now having a fifth championship. He'll still have a losing record, 5-6 in the finals, but he'll have made it there a ridiculous 11 times, have a fifth championship, and he's got the all-time scoring title. LeBron James and the Lakers make the finals, and they lose. Now LeBron is 4-7 in the finals. Does that taint his legacy a little bit? Let me know. LeBron's a bus rider, not a driver. Well, he is pushing 40, so I mean, there is that. LeBron got to get 6. Top 3, Malangu, top 3? For the Spurs. I got you, Malangu, I got you. I'll follow Larry from France. I'll let to know. Oh, well, yeah. To any of my French viewers tonight. I didn't even think we might have fans from outside the country looking or hanging out to find out where Wemby's going, because whoever's drafting first is drafting Victor Wembanyama. This is the projected order based on record. If everything falls in place, then this is going to be the NBA lottery order. However, because it's a lottery, teams can move up and down. So the actual results, lottery results, will be over here once we start finding out. There is no GOAT. That's fair too, Jimmy. That's fair too. You have to be impressed if a little wrong with the title in your. Yes, I would. But you know what? The GOAT thing that's a good point. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Wilt Chamberlain, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. Usually what I do, for me, if you push me on and say who's the greatest of all time, I will say Michael Jordan. But I prefer doing GOAT of decades since the game has changed so much. So for me, since I started watching basketball, Michael Jordan would be the GOAT in the 90s. 2000s, you can make an argument for Kobe. You can make an argument for Tim Duncan. Heck, you can make an argument for Shaq. And then 2010s, clearly LeBron. Or maybe you can make an argument for Steph Curry. And then 2020s, to be determined. I'd answer to that. He would be a GOAT of this era. Oh, there you go. All right, Craig Popovich, you pretty much said what I just said. 8 minutes and 45 seconds till we start finding out the lottery results. Greetings from Colombia. Greetings to you, Vincent. Yes, ESPN does have the clock on the bottom of the screen. I don't have a clock up because I didn't prepare a clock. This is a totally different setup than I'm normally using because I usually use a scoreboard and some other stuff for the NBA games. Well, this isn't clearly not an NBA game. MJ, Kobe, Duncan, Bronny, as in Bronny Jr.? Nah, I know what you mean. You know what? I will say this, TJ Combo. I could not stand Jordan in the 90s because he was so freaking good. I wish I appreciated him more when I was watching basketball. When they beat the Lakers, I was fine with that for his first title, but I was rooting for other teams to win. The Blazers, the Suns, the Supersonics, when they had a team. And man, just watching him take over games the way he did, even against my own team. When the Spurs would be beating the Bulls, Jordan would hit a big bucket, the tongue would start coming out, and I just watched that man take over a game like I've not seen any other player take over a game. Yes, we've seen Steph Curry take over at times. We've seen LeBron take over at times, certainly, and other players in the NBA. But he would just take over the game on both ends of the floor, and just nobody could stop him. It was annoying to no degree. Anyway, we have 7 minutes and 20 seconds. Tim Duncan had a better career than Kobe and LeBron. I'm biased as a Spurs fan, but he did have a great career. I mean, all three players had great careers. Let's be honest here. Girth Brooks, good evening to you. Yeah, they did, Juby. You're going back. Yeah, Zach, that was annoying too. Seeing the Bulls 3 years in a row, and then Jordan took a vacation, and you had the Rockets win it twice, and then the Bulls came back. Well, Jordan had come back, but they came back to being championship caliber, and they were in there 3 more times. That got pretty boring. Seeing LeBron's Cavaliers make it every year early in his career was boring, especially because the Eastern Conference was weak sauce. Listen, not trying to take anything away from him, but the Eastern Conference was just not up to snuff back then, and just watching whatever, once the Heat team formed, that changed everything. But LeBron's Cavs are just watching them go in there and just get beat up, even by my own team, my own Spurs team. It just it's not very enjoyable. That's true, Chris. That's true. I see some Go Spurs goes in the chat. Go Spurs go to you. Wancho Joshi, I don't know about the King of Spurs YouTube basketball. I appreciate that, but the biggest Spurs channel is the San Antonio Spurs channel, which has like 65,000 subscribers. So right now they're the King of Spurs YouTube, but I'll be content with top 10 Spurs channels on YouTube. If winning is the only basis on being the GOAT, Timmy and MJ would only be the ones in this combo. Why do you think? Why only Timmy and MJ? Now Duncan Spurs, when he was with the Spurs, do you have one of the? Is it not true that him, Ginobili, and Parker have the highest winning percentage ever out of teammates? Jordan was 6-0 in the finals. Timmy should be 6-0. Freaking Ray Allen, and Tim Duncan being pulled out of the game, which would help our rebounding at the whatever it is. What it is. 5 minutes until we start getting some results here. Cavs' worst 4 years in a row was yes. Michelob, I keep forgetting the dude's name that's representing the Spurs. I'm sorry, 71%. Juvie, that's fair. Bill Russell has 11 rings. Usually the counter argument here to that is, were there 8 teams when he won 11 rings? And there was only 2 big men in the game, him and Wilt Chamberlain. Different era. And could Wilt win that many in today's era with free agency being the way it is too? Probably not. But it certainly doesn't take away from anything he did in the 60s. I don't know. Peter Holt, thank you. I can't. Peter Holt keeps falling out of my head. Praying for, well, if you're praying for you're praying for the first overall pick, clearly, if you're praying for Wemby. By the way, we are 4 minutes away. I'm nervous too, Lone said too. All my Spurs fans, thank you for being here. We got over 200 people in here. That's the first time we've had that many people in a long time, so thank you for hanging out. But this is a big night. This is a huge night. So I appreciate y'all being here. If we get number 1, I would be shocked, Steven, if the Spurs don't take Wemby. The Pistons are projected to get the first pick based on the record, but there's absolutely no guarantee whatsoever, as the 4 teams here, the top 4, Pistons, Rockets, Spurs, and Hornets, all equally have a 14% chance to get the first overall pick. We should be at 200 likes. Thank you, brother. I haven't rolled my R's tonight for you, so there you go. Roll some R's for you. Big C Podcast. Good evening to you. Michelob, I feel the same way. I want a top 2 pick. 3s were, I probably won't. So, number 1 pick, I'm going to be happy beyond belief. I probably should move my water when we get to that point so I don't knock it over. Number 1 pick, I'm going to go nuts. Number 2 pick, going to be very happy. Number 3 pick, that's where my reaction is going to be kind of neutral, like, dang it. I'll take the number 3 pick, not ideally what I wanted, but we finished the 3rd worst team, so we're drafting where we were projected to draft. Anything below that, 4 or 5, the anger level is going to be up here. 6, 7, my anger level will be off the charts, as I'm sure many of you will be. If we get number 1, I'll adopt a child. If we don't, I'm divorced. Wow. Okay. Pop, I think we're over 100 thumbs up. YouTube is telling me we got, well, I just closed my window. 140. Wow, thank you guys. Can we get we haven't had numbers like this in a long time. If you guys could keep hitting the thumbs up, I would appreciate you. It would give us a little bump in the algorithm. Thank you very much. We can make a deal, but I got to think. Whoever gets the first overall pick, 2 minutes, by the way, 2 minutes and we find out. Whoever gets the first overall pick is not trading down. They're drafting Victor. Anyone but the Mavs. Give us Baby Yoda. There you go. I see the hands like this. Oh my goodness. I don't know if ESPN's just going to give us all 14 or give us like number 14 through 6 and then go to commercial break. I got to think that's what they're going to do. They got to tease us a little bit. Maybe they give us 14 to somewhere around here, maybe up to 5. And then, oh my gosh, I can't talk. I'm genuinely nervous. I don't know about you guys, and this is not an act. I try to keep as real as a reaction. It's just I'm just thinking at number one overall pick, how much it would mean to the San Antonio Spurs to have a franchise player, the first franchise player since Kawhi Leonard, to bring eyeballs to the team. And to be selfish, how much it would help my channel. So, I mean, this is like a win for my team and a win for me. Now, if we draft Scoot Henderson, I still think that would draw interest in the team. 1 minute. Oh, my gosh. Please no spoilers in the chat. I'm watching this on YouTube TV. I don't know what kind of delay YouTube TV has, if any. Actually, what I'll probably do is just cover up the chat while the calling the results. Good grief, this is intense. This is the future. This is one of these 14 teams. And by the way, one of these teams has 2 picks. It is, who has 2 picks here? Somebody does, I thought. Maybe not. By the way, the Magic have 2 picks. The Magic have 2 chances at getting number 1 or 2 or 3. The Magic will be getting the Chicago Bulls pick, so I imagine they're going to say the Bulls for one of these, but I'll put up the Magic for that. And the clock is off. 45-second delay. All right, so I got to cover my chat, Zach. All right, YouTube TV. Thank you. It's what I got. There was a free preview, so I grabbed it. It said, hey, want to try a free preview? I was like, that's how I'm calling the draft. I don't have cable anymore. So they're still announcing who is representing each team. Peter J. Holt is representing the San Antonio Spurs. They have a 14% chance for number 1 pick. Ima Udoka, I always butcher his name, for the Rockets and for the Pistons. Ben Wallace! Hey, Ben Wallace! Former NBA player. Saw him many times in the playoffs. Didn't realize he's going to be here tonight. Here we go. They're saying we are about to go. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to block the chat so there's no spoilers. All right. Number 14 is coming up. The sealed envelopes are delivered. Oh my God. Come on. Come on. Mark TM will be doing the announcing of the results. Mark Tatum, NBA Deputy Commissioner and COO. All right, number 14. I'm very nervous because I can't look at the chat. It's the Pelicans. All right, no movement, no movement. The Pelicans are 14th. 13 is the Raptors. Okay, that's good so far. We don't want to see one of these bottom teams move up if you're a fan of... Oh my gosh, my heart is racing. 12. The Thunder. Okay, they have not moved up. Picks are exactly where they're supposed to. I'm shaking. Oh my gosh. 11th, the Magic, hopefully. Okay. The Magic get the 11th pick. Nothing has changed. Top 10. Hopefully we see the Mavericks next. The Mavericks. All right, still no movement whatsoever in the NBA draft, my friends. So number 9 should be the Jazz. 9th pick goes to the Utah Jazz. Okay? Nothing has changed yet. Alrighty, moving right along. Number 8. The Wizards. Still no movement in this NBA lottery.
The 7th pick in the NBA draft belongs to
Pacers. Still. Wow. I'm shocked. Nobody's jumped.
Pick number 6 goes to...
It's the Magic again. It's the Magic. Wow. Everything is identical to the projected draft order, my friends. Top 5 coming up.
The 5th pick will be made by...
Oh my gosh, the Pistons!
Wow.
Detroit fell down. Oh my gosh, Detroit fell down.
And that means there are 4 remaining.
Whoa.
Houston,
Oh, they're going to commercial.
Charlotte Hornets, and the Trailblazers
The Pistons have dropped down.
with the number 1 pick. Coming up,
Oh my gosh, the Pistons have dropped out of the top 4.
the 2023 NBA draft.
Okay, okay. My heart is racing too. This is the most nervous I think I've ever been on this channel. I think my heart rate is racing. I think I'm turning red. I'm so freaking. All right, I don't want to have a heart attack on stream here. Okay. Okay. Pistons deserve that. Ouch. I am scared to nobody's end. Okay. Okay. Rockets, Spurs, Hornets, and Blazers left. Okay. All right. My hands are tingling. I need to drink some water. Wow. Okay. I need to calm down. So, I need to calm the hell down. All right, I'm not the only one shaking. Okay, thank you, Melistic. Phil is sweating. Okay. All right, all right. Macman, you guys are calming me down. Thank you. I'm glad to know I'm not alone in this. So thank you. I appreciate that. I drank some water. Okay, stretch out. Everything just popped. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you sharing this moment with me, whatever happens. But seeing the Pistons drop like that is wow. But it's a commercial break right now, so we can just chill for a moment. If you're just coming in, this is the lottery results. As of right now, the Pistons are the only mover in the draft. They have drafted from projected number 1 to number 5, which means multiple teams have leapfrogged them. Either the Hornets, well, all of them. Hornets, Spurs, Rockets, and Pistons. Or, sorry, Hornets, Blazers, Hornets, Spurs, and Rockets have leapfrogged the Pistons, respectively. Thank you all for being here. If you could hit the thumbs up, would appreciate it. Fast, fun, free, nutritious, and delicious. It does help support the channel. And if you're a Spurs fan, appreciate you being here. To anybody that's a fan of any of these teams, you are all welcome. And to whoever gets the number 1 all pick, congratulations. I just hope it's my team. It should be obvious who I'm going for. Spurs right here. We got the power of the fiesta, the power of the Grogu, brother. Last time Twitter thinks Spurs have number 1. I'll tell you what, the last time the Spurs were the 3rd worst team in the NBA, which is why I'm wearing the 3, they got the number 1 overall pick, and a dynasty was born with Tim Duncan. Go Baby Yoda. So I had a feeling ESPN was going to get us with commercial break. My friends, can we get to 200 thumbs up before the night's over? We're almost there. We're almost there. And only you can make that happen. And only you can prevent forest fires. What do you guys think if the Spurs get the number 1 overall pick and I go nuts as you all were all? Should I create a quick short of that? John, I am live. I can't show ESPN, but I'm putting the live results up here on the right. And we're about to find out picks number 4 through 1. If you look to your left, that'll be the easiest way to do it. Look to your left, and that was the projected draft order based on record. Well, the Detroit Pistons have dropped from projected drafting number 1 all the way down to 5, which Pistons fans, hey, listen, I feel for you. I mean, obviously I was happy to see them drop for personal reasons, but that's got to hurt. When you're the worst team in the NBA and you drop to number 5, that hurts. That being said, you have some amazing young talent on your team, and you're still getting a high pick. I think you're going to be okay. LeBron James was a number 1 overall pick in 2003. Victor Wembanyama is the most hyped up prospect since LeBron. So 20 years, and I'm on the fence with the injuries with him. That scares me. But there's Victor right there, the consensus top prospect in the 2023 NBA draft. If we pick, you got to risk it for the biscuit. He's got crazy size, probably going to play a power forward, wants to be kind of a Kevin Durant player, can shoot threes, got great handles for a man his size. We're about to find out who's picking here shortly, 4 through 1. The Rockets, Spurs, Hornets, and Blazers are the remaining teams, my friends. All right, I have to look away from the chat. Mark Tam is about to announce number 4. The Rockets! The Rockets dropped! Oh my gosh. The Blazers! The San Antonio Spurs are getting a top 2 pick in the draft. The second pick is being made by the Giants! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! The San Antonio Spurs have the number 1 pick! Oh my God! We got it! We got it! Wow! Oh my God, Spurs fans! Oh my God! Victor Wembanyama! Here we come! Yes! Oh my God!
They are not new to this number 1 thing. They are true to this, and now they have been awarded a ticket to the best French show on this side.
Oh, I love it.
Congratulations, we heard the enthusiasm that you let out was going to be mine.
I might faint. I'm so excited. The city of San Antonio are fans. Man, like we just had.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I blew out your eardrums.
They've had picks this high in the draft. Malika, back over to you.
Monica, thank you so much. Let's take a look at
We did it, guys. We did it.
shaking out the Spurs.
The San Antonio Spurs have the first overall pick.
Victor Wembanyama, followed by the Hornets, the Trailblazers. This is how the lottery is.
I have no words.
Let's go to Paris now.
I have no words. This is awesome. Congratulations to our San Antonio Spurs, to the Spurs fans in the chat. That I just blew my voice out. These long seasons we've had as Spurs fans for the last 4 years, losing, and losing. Finally, we may have our next generational talent. Oh my gosh, thank you for the super chatter. Like $20 says, let's go, Wemby. Welcome to San Antonio. So I probably should upload my reaction on YouTube, should I not? Wow, I lost my voice. And we get to 200 likes. Oh my God. 1 thumbs up away from 200. Thank you all for being here. I just woke the house up and broke my iPad. Oh my goodness. Thank you all for being here tonight. Wow. If we don't draft Wemby, we will. Thank you, Calvin. Thank you, everybody. We did it. Wow. I gotta get that video uploaded. I'm gonna get to my Shorts Maker right now and upload that video. I hit the record button just in case. Right when they were announcing the Charlotte Hornets pick, I was like, wow. Wow. Just wow, Spurs fans. I'm so at a loss for words. I seriously am. I don't know what to say. TJ Combo, the $10 super chat. I told you I'd foreseen it. Let's go Dynasty number 3. Thank you for the super chat. This has been an amazing night. I'm so glad to get to oh my gosh, Phil with the $10 super chat. He says, we love you, Rachel. Channel about to blow up. I'm telling you, this is going to help my channel so much. But most importantly, this is going to help our team. Our San Antonio Spurs. Ugh, I feel good. The Pussycats with the super chat. Thank you very much. I don't know what that equates to, but thank you for throwing out a super chat. I got to see the Spurs again. I got to see Victor in his rookie season. I am going to have trouble sleeping tonight too, man. I'm going to have trouble sleeping tonight too. Victor Wembanyama is going to be our pick. No way we're not taking him. The Spurs got the first overall pick, Dog Sheen. I blew my voice out. But the Spurs got the first overall pick. Unbelievable. I can't believe. I can't believe it. All right. I got to get this video up of my reaction to the draft, because some people might want to see that. I don't know. Or nobody will want to see it. I seriously blew my voice out. My friends, I'm going to call it a night. My voice. Oh, Joe with the $2 super chat. Thank you. Said, line them up, boys. We party. Thank you for that. Whew. This has been amazing. I cannot. Oh my gosh, Lucas throws down to 75 for the 7'5". Thank you so much. Is that $75? Oh my gosh, it is. Dude, you didn't have to do that. Thank you. Oh my god. The Dono hype is real. Oh, but man, our Spurs got the first overall pick. Lightning literally struck twice with Tim Duncan, and now with Victor Wembanyama. I don't know what to say. I know, DJ. I got to try to get this stupid video uploaded. You know what? People want to come in and celebrate. I probably should stick around for a few more minutes. The Lakers are about to play the Nuggets. I don't give a damn. Boy, am I going to have a lot of videos to do on the San Antonio Spurs coming up. Am I not? Jeez. Wow, this is crazy. This could change our franchise. The boring Spurs won't be boring anymore, will they? Russ, thank you for stopping in. I'm telling you, Gladen Bacon, it just might. Twitter's going nuts saying Adam Silver rigged it. Whatever. Finally, the San Antonio Spurs are drafting first. 4 years on YouTube, and the team has had very little go well. But not today, my friends. Not today. Today was a good day. Paul with the super chat. Oh my gosh, drops of $50. Thank you so much. Oh, you guys are maybe you're right. Maybe I shouldn't leave. You guys are so generous. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the support. For the last 4 years, it has been so hard to do this channel. You guys have known I struggled with a lot of things in my personal life, medically at times, some other things, but also just, seeing my team lose so much wore me out so hard. And I wanted to talk about the team, but it was just a lot of negativity, and I didn't want to do it. But you guys have been the reason I keep coming back. And I'm happy, Andrew. I'm happy. Is that why I look different? I don't know. This has been an amazing night, and I am so happy I got to share it all with you. Today was not just a good day. Today was a great day. All right. Oh, the video's all right. Let me download this MP4. My apologies. I did throw my voice out. And to celebrate the Spurs getting their first overall pick, I'm getting a colonoscopy Thursday, my first one. So I'd share with you that today is too much information, so I can't eat anything tomorrow. That's going to suck. That's going to suck so much. I'm not looking forward to that. I'll be under anesthesia when that happens, so, there is that. But, man, I'll be right back, Spurs fans. I'm San Antonio Spurs fan reaction. Number 1 pick. I think that's a good name for it, right? Yeah. Whew. All right. Yeah. Sorry, maybe I know it's TMI, Veronica, but this means we're picking first, and we're picking Victor Wembanyama. There's no doubt in my mind that we're taking Vic number 1. He's got ties to Tony Parker, which isn't the worst thing in the world. There's no way we're not taking him first. No way. No freaking way we're not taking him first. And just, this kid's got to stay healthy now. If he can stay healthy, we may have a player that's a top 5 player in the NBA for the next decade or more. I know, Mac Man. I know this might help my channel too. Obviously I don't do this for the money. I've told you guys numerous. Thank you for the super chats, but I do this because I just love doing it. I've been a content creator since really I was 8 years old, making little home recorded movies on a boombox. I'm a musician. I love creating stuff, but to have the views accompany the content. Not that this channel does bad at all, but when we get back to having live streams of 200 people in the chat to 300, that's going to be something. That's fun. Maybe 400, 500 people. So I will be streaming all the Spurs games. You damn well know I'm going to stream all the Spurs games this coming season. I know I missed a lot of games last season. My apologies. I just couldn't handle all. I was watching, but those losing streaks were just wore me out. Anyway, phew. Spurs haters, you're going to see a lot more Spurs fans, probably. A lot more Spurs fans. I guess I'll call the Spurs fans loses it. Because I did lose it. Right? I don't know. Alright, let me... was any of that even audible? Could you guys make out anything I was saying in there? I don't know. I'll put that in the NBA shorts. I don't know. Let me get this uploaded. Again, thank you all for... I'm truly at a loss for words. I mean, we had a 14% chance to get the first overall pick. But to have it actually happen, you know, as soon as I'm sure you guys felt the same way. As soon as the Pistons dropped out of the top, hey, did I just miss a super chat? Hey, Joe Castle, thank you. Go Spurs, go from San Antonio. Sorry about my voice. I threw it out screaming. And as soon as the Pistons dropped to number 5, there was hope. As soon as that happened, I was like, okay, if the Pistons dropped, we got a chance. And San Antonio, enjoy this moment. Please enjoy this moment. This is a great moment for the franchise. And I'm so happy for all you guys. I'm happy for myself, happy for my channel, happy for the Spurs. This is incredible. This is incredible. And wow. Wow. Wow, I'm acting like an idiot. I am acting like an idiot. All right. I'm watching the video. I lost it for a solid 15 seconds. Wow. You get a car, and you get a car, and you get a car. I know spur of the moment. I got to do every game, right? I got to. I hope people don't criticize me next season like, you're only doing every game now because Victor's here. I did every game the first 3 seasons, which was painful. I needed a little bit of break last year, and I hope you guys understand that. I never stopped loving the team, never stopped watching them, but I just needed a break from the live streaming. But we're going to be back this season. So what's our starting lineup? Is Jeremy Sohan playing point forward? Is it going to be Zach Collins, Victor Wembanyama, Keldon Johnson, Devin Vassell, and Jeremy Sohan? Is that starting lineup? Yeah, when Pistons fell and then when the Houstons fell, I can't even talk. That's when I was feeling really, really good. I was like, all right, we have got a chance. We've got a legit chance. That might be the biggest reaction, guys, I've ever done on this channel. I just had so much built up in me. I don't think I've ever gone that crazy before. I don't think I have. I could not hold that in. And, wow. To get the first over, to get a chance, we're drafting Victor. Wow. The demise of the Pistons is what they're saying on, wow. All right, uploaded my video. If you guys want to watch my reaction again, it's up there. 55 seconds of me being stupid. Res, my heart raced, man. This was intense. All 3 first pick are big men for Spurs. Yeah, David Robinson, Tim Duncan, now Victor Wembanyama. Unbelievable. We're getting Wemby. I still at a loss for words. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to. We all knew there was a chance this could happen, but to actually have it happen is incredible. And this is gonna help open up the game. I gotta think so much for Jeremy, for Zach, for Devin, for Kelman. What's the limit for this year, guys? Playing team. David Robinson turned the franchise around his first year. Now, yes, when Tim Duncan came to the team, it turned the franchise around, but David was already there, so David came back. But historically speaking, when we've got a big man, a number 1 pick big man, we've been a 50-plus win team the next year. Can the Spurs be a 50-plus win team next season? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm excited to see Germany next season. Oh, well, Eddie, I'll be streaming a lot next year. I'll be streaming a ton. I don't know what the starting lineup's going to be. I have no idea. Thank you, Russ. Oh, were you a Pistons fan? I'm sorry, man. Joey, thank you for stopping it. Maybe I should hang up. My voice is so shot. I'm so sorry. Now I just need the Nuggets to beat the Lakers tonight, and it'll be a perfect night. But the Lakers made it this far. Golden State in a tailspin, yes. Bleacher Report and other media who have long shelved the Spurs are now talking about the Spurs. The Spurs' interest is going to skyrocket. You watch. We're going to all of a sudden have a much bigger fan base than we remembered having the last 4 years on this channel. And in general. You're going to see ESPN cover them. You're going to see everybody that just ignored our team. And maybe you could throw me under the bus too and say I didn't give them enough coverage last season. And I'm guilty of that. I had some stuff going on in life and I needed a break. My apologies. And it was a good time to take a break. I did come back at the end of the season and streamed about 10 games while they were still losing because I love the team and I missed hanging out with you guys. And I've been doing content since then too. And you guys don't seem like the type of crowd that's going to throw shade at me. I've been covering them for 4 years, and 4 years they've been losing. Not only that, but I paid money to go out to Texas to see them twice during this losing season. So I don't think anybody's going to question my fandom. The NBA League Pass for the Spurs is going to blow up. We're going to probably have a lot of new French viewers in the chat or hanging out, as we should. This is incredible. What a night. I'm glad I got to share it with you all. I'm surprised nobody's texting. Oh, there we go. There we go. People are texting me now. Congrats on the #1 pick. That's a good point, Super Mario. That's a good point. Yeah, this is a great night. I think I'm going to wrap it up, my friends. My voice is shot. I thank you all. If we could get to 300 thumbs up, that'd be great. We're at 278. There's still enough people here, it looks like, to get us to 300. If you can make that happen, would appreciate you. You were the first person we thought of watching here at home, and we're like, Rich, thank you, Mom Makeup. I mean, this season was a journey. It was a building process. You know what? You know what? I was on load management this year. I was on a lot of load management for this season, so no load management for me next season. No load management. The Jean Morant situation, messy. Absolutely messy. Wish him the best. He's got to stop doing stupid stuff. Yes, that's right. Free drinks to everybody in San Antonio. Free drinks. So go have a drink. Oh, I can't wait to see what happens with the channel next season, guys. I can't wait to see what happens with our team first. But I already said this is a win. My team has a franchise player. If he can stay healthy. My team is going to be better next season. So our team has a franchise player. Our team is going to be better next year. Our team is finally going to get media coverage, and they've been ignored for since Kawhi left, pretty much the last 4 years. Really, definitely the last 3 years. They're finally getting some coverage. And for my own personal Spurs fandom, my channel's finally probably going to start getting some traction because people's interest in the Spurs, just like that, went up like this. Unless for some boneheaded reason they don't draft Victor. Gotta think they will. My friends, I'm going to wrap it up. My voice is shot, and the drive to 20 is still going to happen. The drive to 25. We got to hit 25,000 subscribers this year. I think we can do it. Victor Wembanyama, I can't wait to see you wearing the silver and black soon. Thank you all again for being here. Why is Butterfly timing out people? I don't know. He said beautiful day. It could have been an accident. She deleted the message. It wasn't a timeout. It just may have been an error. Some people do this on their phones, and why is Butterfly clean? Butterfly, why are you? I don't even see her in the chat, though. Maybe her help. She's deleting all of Joe's... Yeah, she's deleting every message of his. Why? Her account might have got hacked. Joe, if you're in the chat, I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. I didn't see the activity happening. My apologies. It doesn't show Butterflies in here. And she always says hi. So I hope her account didn't get hacked. It is her? I don't understand. Zachariah, yes, we got great news. San Antonio Spurs, #1 pick. I timed out because he told me to keep on. Well, I didn't see what happened. If somebody use timeouts, if somebody's making a personal attack towards you, with all due respect, I don't take that as a personal attack. Just brush something like that off. But if he said something very derogatory towards you, or something racial, or well, somebody says something racial, they're getting booted off the channel. But I get it. But we're all emotional right now at this news, so let's all be happy. We're all a Spurs family, and this is a big night for us. So let's not have any negativity here. Let's embrace this great moment and look forward to what's going to be happening for our team in the future. And hopefully our channel too. This is your channel as much as mine. You guys, without you, this channel is literally nothing. I know a lot of content creators saying that. I'm saying that too. I wouldn't be doing this content if it wasn't for you guys. Because as a Spurs fan in Connecticut, I'm pretty lonely here. And you guys are my Spurs family. So, Melissa, the #1 pick is great. So we're almost at 300 thumbs up. If you could hit that on the way out to get us to 300, appreciate you. But I'm going to call it a night because my voice is shot. So until next time, what you going to do when TSR Sports and Victor Wembanyama run wild on you? Go Spurs, go!